a wrap, Martin. We've had Scotland's Strongest Woman 2022. This is the first time ever that Ultimate Strongman has run this event. And what an event it was. What a stage it was for our girls.
They certainly didn't disappoint. It was fantastic from start to finish. We had thrills, we had spills, and they really put on a show here in Scotland, no doubt about it.
And we had 5 of the toughest Strongwoman events on the planet taking place here today. And the first event was no other than the tire flip. 200 kilos of pain on a 20-metre course. The girls were flying with it. All of the girls, in fact, finished this event, which was good to see, to get confidence up in front of this massive crowd of 1,300 fans screaming here today.
Yeah, that
was the biggest sellout crowd for any women's event I've seen.
It was a sellout, and that was the amazing thing about it. It sold out, and do you know what? The women come out for that first event. They were absolutely hammering it. They weren't holding back. It wasn't like, you know, we've got these events in front of us. We're just going to go for it, and that's what we're going to do, and that's what they did.
And it started at 11 o'clock today. We had 4 events, and then we had a bit of a break for the girls, which was interesting. What was the mindset behind that one?
Well, the break for the break for the girls was obviously. I think they needed a break, to be totally honest with you. But I'll just say something very quickly. Where we started early, when you start, even football, any sport you play, when you have an early start, it can be quite a subdued atmosphere. You know, it can be quite a slow starter, a slow burner. Not on your life was it like that. The tyre flip livened everyone up straight away, and the ladies put on a fantastic display.
And it was a 2-horse race for that one. It was Laura Baxter who came out on top with 26.56. And she beat the Terminator, Izzy Tate, to the post. She got 26.62. It was a 2-horse race. Izzy Tate is renowned for being such a strong woman. It's probably one of the strongest women to ever come out of Scotland. So for Laura Baxter to come out in that first event and to beat Izzy Tate was a massive statement, Martin.
Massive statement. And I think she wanted to make that statement. I spoke to her in an interview. She seemed very, very confident. And she did predict that she was here. She was here to win today. And yeah, she's certainly put out that statement in event number 1.
Event number 2 of Scotland's Strongest Woman was the dumbbell press. Trish Porter was renowned for the dumbbell press, and this dumbbell was named after her by my dad, which was really nice to see.
It's a lovely touch, no doubt about it, in honour of her. So it was a lovely touch. And do you know what? That sort of sum up Ultimate Strongman to a T. Always respecting the past, you know, and into the future.
Yeah, and that event winner was Laura Baxter. Laura Baxter, event number 2 winner. She's won 2 events in a row now with 7 repetitions. Made that dumbbell look so easy. Excellent technique, balance, and a coordination in there as well. Really, it was clear that she practiced it from day one.
Massively, and head and shoulders. Head and shoulders above anyone else near her, to be honest with you.
And a bit of a special shout out to like Stephanie Murray, who got 4 repetitions in that event. Event number 3 was the same with the boys, where it was the sandbag shouldering. Same kind of discipline where the ladies had to lift an 80-kilo sandbag up to the shoulder and give their biggest biceps. I mean, I think they're probably about a similar size as mine this time round. Oh, Martin maybe has slightly bigger, do you, Martin?
I think they've got bigger biceps than me sometimes. Yeah, they're certainly stronger.
And the event winner, again, we're saying her name over and over again, but Laura Baxter was absolutely insane today. 5 repetitions, that shoulder. Her shoulder must be sore after that one.
Must have been, and as you say, I mean, what more can we say about it? She was absolutely flying. She looked a class act, didn't she? Really did look a class act.
And another person we want to give a shout out to is Dion McIntyre Wilson. She's one of the lightest girls there today, and she got 4 repetitions. Bit of a pocket rocket, might I say, Martin.
Yeah, massively, and she was fantastic. I loved the crowd. She seemed to feed off the crowd the whole day as well. And as you say, she was fantastic. She just loved the occasion as well.
You could just see the girls are really embracing this sort of environment. They're not used to having this stage, and this is what Ultimate Strongman are really trying to do. Is trying to provide that platform, TV, fans, really world-class events. I believe that we have the best equipment on the planet here. The best look. The athletes look unbelievable with their kind of the wrestling style. And everyone seems to love them, and they look apart.
I think his root of branch it's professional now. and that's what it's got to be. And it's got to be a level playing field. So if you know, for the men, for the women, for everyone involved now, it's got to be, as I say, root to branch, totally professional and look professional, and that's what Ultimate Strongman are doing. And it's brilliant on part, let me tell you.
All of Scotland has seen how professional that was today.
Hence why it's a sellout crowd.
And hopefully we're going to be in a bigger place next year. But you have to stay tuned for that one.
Watch your space.
Watch this space. Event number 4 was the truck pull, 8.5 ton unit. Some of these girls hadn't actually pulled a truck pull before.
No.
So what was going through their heads there?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you really are learning on the job, and sometimes that's the best way. And I've seen a few strong men, strong women do this, and there was a hell of a lot today that hadn't ever pulled a truck before, and you do wonder how it's going to go.
Well, there's so much to kind of take into account as well. We tend to pull the trucks on the ply board rather than the actual traditional tarmac, and that can make it really difficult for the wheels to kind of go round. So the athletes really have to think about their footwear.
Yeah.
Some girls will wear Vans and Converse, not really as grippy compared to the traditional kind of climbing shoes, which is you would see a lot of the strongmen using. So it's very important that they take that into account. Of the truck pull was Laura Baxter with 25.35.
Is that name again?
Maximum points, 4 out of 4. I mean, this girl doesn't seem to have any weaknesses, Martin.
No, she doesn't, and she's very, very confident. You know, at that point, you know, she would be very hard to beat at that point. I didn't really know a lot about her. Up to them, respectfully, I didn't know a lot about her.
And now we do.
Now I know all about her, and blimey, I mean, it was fantastic. Well, it was a whitewash.
She was pushed in that event, and she just done what she needed to do really in each event. But Izzy Tate was up there. Melissa Phillips, a girl we haven't mentioned yet, she was up there. It was just great to see some really, really powerhouse women doing justice in that truck pull.
Yeah, it was, and do you know what? The crowd loved it. You know, some fast times there, weren't there?
Event number 5 was the Stones of Strength, the iconic Stones of Strength for the title, Martin. With 8 girls going for this Scotland's Strongest Woman title, the first title to ever be crowned here in Grangemouth Stadium, and it was the stones ranging from 70 up to a massive 130 kilo stones, where we've had arms on them like Donna Moore, the greatest of all time, Becca Roberts, the current world's strongest woman, and no other than the deadlift world record holder, Lucy Underdown. All lifted this stone, but we want to put it in to see what these Scotland's Strongest Women can actually do.
It wasn't holding back, and another point to note here was that we said at the top of this show that they had to wait a long time to do these stones, which was it was strange in competition, but worked very, very well for the crowd. They loved it.
And it was great because the whole stadium was packed out at this point, given the support that the girls needed to complete this discipline. And I mean, Martin, you're about to say it to me just a bit off camera there, but the winner, completing all 5 events wins, was Laura Baxter, the only girl to complete the 5 stones onto the 4-foot free barrel. It was unbelievable. 130 kilos that stone was, and she made it look so easy. 5 stones in a time of 47.39. It was immense, Martin.
What an athlete, what a performer, great to interview. You know, absolute dream from an MC point of view during the competition. She's an absolute dream. She's winning the event, and she speaks really well. She's moving forward. She's going to be a fantastic ambassador for this sport, let me tell you.
She really is. And it was excellent to see Izzy Tate coming out, putting on 4 stones as well. Dana McIntyre Wilson, unbelievable, securing her place in the podium. And that, Martin, let's look finally at the podium to finish. And in 3rd place was Dana McIntyre Wilson with 26 points. Really superb performance. Again, one of the lightest ladies here. And she was a bit of, you know, like my dad says, it's not about the fighting the dog, it's about, you know, how much kind of grit and determination that person has, and she really did have that determination.
She does not know when she's beaten, no doubt about that, and it was a fantastic display for them.
And in 2nd place was Izzy Tate of Scotland, probably renowned for being one of the strongest girls in Scotland. And she actually come back from event number 2. She had a wee bit of a wobble.
Yeah, she did.
There's a wee bit of a kind of a medical
she had to get the first aid team. The first aid team come over. had a look at her and that. We wasn't sure whether she was going to continue. So a massive shout out to Izzy, who continued, carried on. She got the clearance from the medical team. We was all a bit worried about her for a second. But you know what? She got the clearance, she battled on, and that just shows what an absolute warrior, an absolute class act Izzy Tate is. And to come second as well.
Brilliant. And she has a massive crowd behind her. I know all of her girls will probably be watching this video, so shout out to you. Keep shouting for the strong woman.
Yeah.
And with 40 points, the maximum points you could possibly have, Scotland's strongest woman, the first Scotland's strongest woman to ever be crowned here with Ultimate Strongman, is Laura Baxter. Laura Baxter, it's clear that there's no weaknesses there. She'll be going on the UK strongest woman to go up against the current champion, Becca Roberts. Becca, well, I mean, you'll see in the behind the scenes footage on this video some of the little clips of Laura Baxter, but you better get your homework done because she's coming for you.
Yeah, Laura Baxter is coming. She's coming to UK strongest woman, and it excites me because I tell you now, we have got this group of athletes now that anyone on any given day could win that competition, and Laura really adds something special to that competition. And do you know what? Could we see a Scottish UK strongest woman? Yes, we could. And that's honestly, I'm not overhyping this. She is capable of anything she wants to. If she wants to win that, she will win that. You know, it's for the. I'll tell you what, it's exciting.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant for the women's sport this day today, seeing all those athletes, those 8 athletes perform. And again, if you're a strong woman out there watching this video and you want to be part of it, message the Ultimate Strongman page and we'll get you sorted with the qualification process, because we'd love to see you here, be part of it. We're a big family show, big family entertainment. We want the best of the best here.
We want you.
We want you. And I mean, we'll see you at the next Ultimate Strongman show. Hear you.
If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe below, and let's see some great comments of what you'd like to see. And if you want to go to an Ultimate Strongman show, get your tickets, ultimatestrongman.tv, and we'll see you there.